Hey, darling. So, the day after the movie, girl, let me tell you something right now. There is no fucking glam to laying dead in a chair like this for fucking hours. Glad I did it. Good experience. Can't say that I'll be selective with what I sign up for next time. Let's just say that. Like, I have a huge fucking bruise on my ass. Like, I'm not mad about it. It was good. As Cassandra said, I was like, I died 12 times. And she was like, yeah, but you came back to life 12 times. So I was like, this is the story of my life, though, quite honestly. So, with that said, I'll give you full details soon. But absolutely hysterical. Respect for the people in the industry. You know, I feel like it is a lot of fucking repetition and reset and reset and reset and long hours and yeah. And then I actually left early because I like really needed the car back, and I was like, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to find somebody to lay under the sheet. Like, I can't do it. Like, I gotta go. Like, what? I'm like, I'm really sorry. Like, do you want me to leave my shoes? I'll get them back from you later. You want to like leave my shoes out? Like, you know, like it was so. I'll leave my shoes for somebody. It was just very. It was what it was. So, but grateful. I'm really grateful for the opportunity. Yeah, and all I could think was, I really am glad I teach yoga. So with that said, yeah, I was just observing very much. And then there was a whole other side to things that was going, like dynamics that was going on there that I'll tell you about later. So with that said, let's go ahead and come into our own yoga practice, our own space of glam and love. So loving on ourselves. Let's go ahead and start in child's pose today. So come back, knees wide. Actually, let's take embryo. Let's work ourselves all the way through the birth life cycle. All right, so take your hands back behind you, palms face up, and then let your chest just lay over the top of the thighs and your forehead comes down to the mat. And just kind of press down into the tops of the feet and rock back and forth side to side. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. So it's coming into a space of gratitude. Giving gratitude to this earth, to this space of abundance, for all the things that we can see and do and eat and smell and taste and touch, and the energy that brings to it into our lives. We give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of this land, the Salish, the Kootenai, and the Blackfeet tribes. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude to our bodies, God. For literally falling back in a chair yesterday and flipping over. And all of the hard things that we do to them. Maybe take this time to allow ourselves to rest. Find a space of ease. Give gratitude for this practice. And for Black and Brown people as the original creators of this practice of peace. And those who sustained it throughout the course of history. Acknowledging her story and all of the Black women
that were and have been written out. May we use this practice to create space for all stories to be told. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you want to dedicate your practice to today, or send blessings to, or call in protection of, take the time to do so now. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. You're ready, you can bring a little bit of movement again back into the hips. This is hard on the hands, you know, you can always have your hands out to the sides of the knees to kind of brace pressure. I should have said at the start of this too, if this is ever too much and we're starting off for any folks out there aside from Jane, like when knees are too much, right? Always know that you can come down into belly down Shavasana, you can take Shavasana, you can take seated posture, but always encouraging folks to come into the practice the way that you feel most comfortable, you know, to welcome your body within it. And slowly walk the hands back up towards the knees. And slowly shift. Ooh, never mind, not inside today. Shift over and onto your seat. Yo, I mean, I'm talking, it's gonna be a substantial bruise. I really didn't think it was gonna bruise yesterday. I was like, oh, I'll be fine. Take the soles of your feet together, touch, kind of scoop back and forth side to side. And then go ahead and take the thumb of your left hand and weave it in between the back side of your knee and press that leg away as you turn the shoulder down towards the top of that thigh. Big inhale. Exhale slowly. Release. Go ahead and take that opposite thumb, weave it in, press, push. Turn that shoulder down. Slowly release. Take both of your legs. You can take the sole of that right foot inside of that left. Start off with Janu today. Turn the torso towards that straight leg. Let yourself just come down and over the top of the thigh. If you want to like do a little bit more dramatic things, we can pull ourselves back it up. Yeah, let's do that today. Down and over, pull yourselves back. Inhale up and back. One more time. Inhale out and back. And then turn yourself towards that opposite side. Press the sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. And bring yourself back up. Ooh, yeah, let's get like sultry today. Rock back. Sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. Bring yourself down towards that straight leg. Inhale up. Exhale down. Pull back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Press the sole of the foot into the inside of the thigh. So as you move, one more time. Inhale up. Exhale back. And then turn. And press. Twist. And slowly bring ourselves back to center line. Take the legs wide. Move and shift your seat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So slow rocking motion here. We go for 8. Engage the low belly for 7. For 6. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. Who is this? David Blazer. Get to you. For 3. For 2. And 1. Inhale up. Turn your torso towards that straight right leg. Pull the chest down. Grab up to the outside of the foot. Maybe tuck your chin in towards your chest and pull the forehead down to the knee. Exhale, hold. slowly pull yourself up.
And then pull yourself over.
Hand to the outside of the foot, tuck the chin towards the chest. And slowly release. Let yourself kind of rock and shift back and forth, side to side. Inch yourself forward a little bit and let yourself hang down and in between the thighs. Relax in the glutes, backside to the hamstrings, and the knees. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly walk the hands back towards you. Take your hands up underneath your knees. Pop your knees up. Bring them back to center line. And let's go ahead and grab onto our feet. Let's try to do this little like lift, okay? So hands come next to the hips. Press and lift. Hold. And set yourself down. Again, nice deep inhale. And then exhale. Exhale, release. See if you can lift on the inhale. Nice deep inhale, press. Exhale. And then go ahead and pull the feet towards you. We're gonna get better at this together, girl. Like, I'm not out here teaching anything that I can't teach necessarily, right? Like, we learn together. We learn together. Rock and roll over the tops of the feet. Hands are nice and wide. Knees are hip width distance apart. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. 2 more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 1 more time. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Go ahead and flip the toes and pop your hips high and pedal out through your heels. Take your feet to the wider edges of the mat and walk your hands back ever so slightly, and then take that left hand beyond the face, and then take the right hand beyond the face, and left hand to the outside of your right ankle, and you turn and look up underneath you. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Same thing on that opposite side. Press and twist. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Walk your hands back to center line. Heel toe your feet in. Take your 2-piece fingers, wrap them around your big toe mound, or your big toes, and pull the head forward. Kind of play around with the bend in the knees a little bit here, and then pull your elbows down to the outsides of your calves. Maybe shifting back and forth side to side, just to check in with where and how the hips are. And then inhale, hands up the front part of the shins, flat back. Exhale, down and over. And then inhale. We pull ourselves all the way up to stand. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale. Swan dive over the top of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins. And then exhale, walk your hands out into your plank pose. Big inhale here. Drop down to the knees. Chin, belly, or chest, belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Take the knees wide. Press back. Shift. Back and forth, side to side, catching your hips. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. And then inhale, slowly walk your hands back towards your knees. Pull your knees into center line. And then we're gonna go ahead and turn and twist. Right hand to the outside of that foot or that knee. And then press down into the big toe mounds and turn and look past you. And then slowly bring yourself back through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Press down to the big toe mounds, hand to the outside of that thigh, turn and twist and look back behind. Release. Go ahead and shift back over onto your hip and go ahead and take both of the legs down. And then pull that right knee towards your right armpit, lengthen through that left leg, and then take that left hand to the outside of that right knee. Right hand comes long. Turn and twist. And look over your right fingertips. Nice deep inhale. Breathe into the twist. One more time, big inhale. And then exhale, slowly let yourself come down through center line. Release the legs. Right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left hand is wide, turn and twist. Look back behind or your fingertips. Nice deep inhale. And then exhale slowly. Release. Both legs down to the end of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Reach and stretch. Exhale, release. Soften. Maybe windshield wiper the feet back and forth, side to side. Maybe windshield wiper the hips. And then inhale, stretch again. And then exhale. Take the hands down to the sides, palms face up to the sky. Come into your Shavasana. I teach a class today and open the studio. So with that said, let's find out what's in the cards for us today. I put these out a while ago and Miguel's like, oh, witchcraft. Just makes me laugh. Like, it's just energy, you know. All right, that being said, energetic space today. Ooh. $35. Speaking of clairvoyance, interpretation, inspiration, and trust. The Oracle of Delphi gazes into her scrying bowl, patiently waiting for the images to take shape. She knows that a message is coming. Not just coming, it's coming. That would be the rural in me. So she remains peaceful and unafraid. There are two steps to her process, however. Once she receives the information, which often comes in the form of a riddle, she must interpret its meaning. This process applies to your intuitive experience as well. Whether you realize it or not, you have the ability to receive important messages from Spirit. You also have the wisdom to make accurate interpretations. This card is telling you it's time to let go of old doubts and open up to your own clairvoyant process. Like the Oracle with their scrying bowl, you might find it helpful to use specific tools and techniques. Perhaps you will be called to read oracle cards or pursue mediumship. Whatever form your intuitive process may take, let yourself be a trusting receiver. Then take your time interpreting the message. It may seem complex at first, like you're putting the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle together. But if you relax and let go of the need to perform and the need to be right, soon the answers you seek will become clear. There is something you must know about your oracle powers. There is no wrong seeing. Everything exists in energetic potential. So as the energy changes, the outcomes you see will change as well. Be open to receiving and patient in your interpretations. Trust yourself, for you are the oracle of your eternal life. Affirmation: more and more I trust my own intuitive process. I open to Spirit's guidance and understanding the messages I receive. Again, from the Priestess of Light Oracle Guidebook by Sandra N. Taylor and Kimberly Weber. So taking the things that are coming to you and feeling an inspiration this week, you know, for those of us who are in a space of caring for one another, which is the majority of us, right? Understanding what it is that we need to do in terms of protecting our own hearts and our energies so we can show up as our best selves at the times when we're needed most. So, with that said, dear Jane, and anybody watching this video, the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in the collective we, and all of us. Thank you all for sharing your practice with me and trusting me with your bodies, hearts, spirits, and souls. And to that I say, go in peace and serve love always. Thanks so much, everyone. Jane, I'll talk to you soon.